What do you think is the difference with this movie compared to the others?
Okay, I'm going to point to two things. First of all, you got
Yeah.
one and you get two. So those are the two big things actually in this movie that I think make it a lot better.
What is this place? The room we require.
I'm very excited. I'm very nervous, but
Don't be nervous.
I'm
Yeah,
more
don't be.
excited to have a chance to talk with you about this movie because it's very personal, but this is my favorite movie of the Fantastic Beast
Yay!
universe.
You love it.
It's
Awesome.
for real. You know, what I enjoy about this movie, among other things, is that it's a truly magical spectacle. You know, there are a lot of one fights and there are a lot of combats, and it's very different from the other previous two movies. So I would like to know, Jessica, what do you think is the difference with this movie compared to the others?
Okay, I'm going to point to two things. First of all, you got
Yeah.
one and you get two. So those are the two big things actually in this movie that I think make it a lot better. Definitely. However, actually, there is a lot of really adult magic in this, and that's really exciting. That's why I was really excited to see the Fantastic Beasts films, because they're not in school anymore. You've got a lot of actually really cool defensive magic and really cool fight sequences
Yeah.
that look awesome
Amazing,
in this film. Yeah. Like you see spells that you're like, oh, I didn't know you can do that. And that to me makes it thrilling in a way
Yeah.
too.
Dumbledore asked that I give you something, Jacob. Are you kidding me right now?
Who wouldn't like our chances?
Newt and Albus has a lot of things in common. You know, they are honest, they are pure, they are very empathetic. But I think the most important thing that they share is that they are not trying to defeat a villain or destroy a monster. They are trying to save them, you know, because
Yes.
they are capable to see the good in people. So I would like to ask you, what do you think about this, like, bond between your characters, considering this, because I think that Albus and Newt are the kind of characters and heroes that we need to see in a big screen.
I love what you just said, and I'm gonna use it
Yeah.
forevermore. I think it's a really beautiful insight and perception of these two characters, and it does differentiate them from other heroes. Neither of them, you could argue, are obvious heroes. And something that I like about both is how they step up to do the right thing. And as you said, rather than because of revenge or because of conflict, but in the hope that they will encourage the greater good.
Yeah.
How will we fulfill our destinies and transform the world?
Matt Grindelwald, it's a very fascinating character, and it's a great villain because he's trying to convince the people, you know, to follow him, to believe in the greatest good. So this is a very particular villain that it's very different from the other villains in this universe, in this magical universe. So I would
he would rather have people on his side. I mean,
Yeah.
because he's right. Right? So he doesn't see a point why they should be against him. But unfortunately, everybody's not agreeing with that. Right? He wants to make the world a better place. The route to get there is a little brutal, but it's the only way.
Yeah, but he uses fear as a tool, but
Yeah.
he's very charismatic, and I think that
But he can
that's very
smell.
interesting.
He can smell people's weaknesses and their pain, and he's very good at bringing them into his fold, help them out, make sure they get a father character, and from there on, he can whisper in their ears.
You know, I just had a thought that reminds me of Dumbledore quite a bit. Dumbledore has that quality as well, absolutely. And I think a lot of times, why this is called the Secrets of Dumbledore is that Dumbledore can at times be a bit manipulative, and he does see the heart of people, and he does require people to just trust him in that similar way. I think Dumbledore can see people in that way that Grindelwald can too.
I completely agree. The way he unites this gang is so manipulative. It's like a lot of them would probably just have done something else, and all of a sudden they're caught up in this game.
Yeah,
that
my
he's
character
playing.
has got classes to teach.
Yeah.
I mean, she's a professor. She got stuff to
What
do.
is she doing there?
Definitely. But she has stuff to do. She's a busy woman. What's she doing running around with these guys with a briefcase?
Well, you have the world to save as well.
That's right. There is that part.
Yep.
So, yeah.
You're not swiveling properly.
I'm swiveling like you're swiveling, Newt.
I don't believe you are.
Yeah, and I think it's beautiful, and I think it's part of how these movies depict the masculine characters. You know,
Yeah.
this masculinity. They are vulnerable. They are shy.
Yes.
They are awkward. So I think it's both are great characters. So thank you very much. So I would like to ask you, Eddie.
Yeah.
You know, the idea of Newt being this shy and awkward, and you know, but he's at the same time he's very heroic, but not this physical strength. As usual, we can see it. Did you take part on how to present this character, or it was in the script since the beginning?
That's a really good question. I mean, I just reacted to the first script that I was given, and it was clear that he was a fish out of water, and that he was most comfortable in this world where he got to show his full skill set. But what you pointed out that I think he also had seen in Dumbledore since he was at school, this other figure who looks for the good in people, and that is what bound them and what joined them. I also hope similarly that, again, he doesn't feel like your prototype sort of action star, but that eccentricity, that gentleness, that kindness, and that is a different type of masculinity that should be celebrated.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you so
your
much.
answers, and thank you very much for this movie and your characters. I truly enjoyed
So
the movie.
glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Correct. 3 points to Hufflepuff.